Friday night Apple TV doubleheader? Let's break down both games, starting with a classic ride the hot and fade the cold scenario. Teddy covers from WagerTalk.com with a big game breakdown. Let's start with the Phillies and the Mets. Looking at my Odds Logic live odds screen. And by the way, oddslogic.com/Teddy. 7-day free trial for the Odds Logic live odds screen. I think it's a really valuable tool. If you want an live odds product, check it out. Again, oddslogic.com/Teddy gets you free 7 days, and you can check it out. Phillies and the Mets, and right now Philadelphia in the -190 range. I'm seeing as low as -184, as high as -203. Total sitting 8.5, juice to the over for Philadelphia and New York. And in some ways, this game feels like a little bit of a mismatch. Even though we're talking about two teams that are tied for first place or in a real battle in the NL East. Why does it feel like a mismatch? Well, Philadelphia's got their ace on the hill. The Mets don't. And the Phillies are in good current form. The Mets suffering through their nastiest skid of the season. So what do we got? Zach Wheeler on the hill. And Zach Wheeler's been phenomenal again this season. Former Met. 7-2, an ERA under 3, and consistently, that's the key when you're talking about laying a price like this, is the consistency from the starting pitcher. And Wheeler's been consistently good all year long, and last year and the year before that. I mean, he is a legitimate ace. Meanwhile, the Mets are bringing Blake Tidwell to the hill today. He's getting recalled from AAA Syracuse to make his second career start. Of course, injuries have been a problem for that Mets pitching staff. McGill's on the IL, Cody Senga's on the IL, Max Kranick's on the IL, and that means they're calling up guys from AAA. And oh, by the way, Tidwell did not perform particularly well in his season debut when he was called up previously for the Mets. So significant starting pitching edge towards Philadelphia in this ball game. Then we have current form, all right? Mets had the best record in baseball a couple of weeks ago, and then what's happened? All they've done is lose. They've been outscored 41-14. They just got swept by the Braves, got swept by the Rays. They weren't swept in their first 22 series this season, and now they've been swept in back-to-back series. And guess what? Not like the lineup's clicking either for New York right now. Of course, for Philadelphia, they found a way to knock off Miami in the finale of their series yesterday. 7 wins their last 8 ball games. And guess what? Returning home, ace on the hill, huge series, surging team. I mean, I'm not going to try to make a case for the Mets here. I'm really not. And you read the quotes out of the locker room, Brandon Nemo, It seemed like we were finding a way to win ball games, being able to stay close and create some comebacks. We were able to go through some good stretches. Games are decided by small margins at this level. Something you have to kind of face, get through it, and push through it. Try to get to the other side as quickly as possible. Sure, I agree with the assessment. They do want to try to get to the other side as quickly as possible. I don't think that happens tonight. And again, it's a big price to lay with Philadelphia, no question. If you want to lay a 1.5, I wouldn't talk you out of it. But I'm not laying a 1.5 here. I just want the Phillies. I'll lay -184, -185. Of course, shop around for the best number, especially when you're laying chalk. I'd rather have Philadelphia than New York here, and I think it's chalk worth laying. Ride the hot, fade the cold. Before we talk about the late game, and the late game is probably my stronger opinion, Padres Royals, do want to ask you one simple favor. If you like this type of analysis, boom, hit that like button. Makes all the difference. You want to leave a comment below? Tell us what you think. Please do, and of course, subscribe to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. More than 200,000 of you have already done so. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you. Of course, I do want to let you know about a couple of really good offers right now. First, 30 days of picks for the price of $14 for any of the cappers at WagerTalk.com. Less than $7 a day. $198 for 30 days instead of $299. So you save more than $100. Obviously, it's baseball season, but baseball season is why we're watching this video. We love baseball season. Take advantage of that offer. Again, visit the page wt.buzz/TC or any of the happers at WagerTalk.com. I also want to promote my NFL show, the NFL Opening Line Report, each and every Monday, 8 a.m. Pacific time 11 a.m. Eastern, live. And of course, you can watch it on replay, both on my page at WagerTalk. You watch it everywhere on replay. You can download the podcast version of it if you like. But the WagerTalk NFL opening line report. We're doing division previews here in June in lieu of my NFL season win report, which comes out the first week of July. NFL season wins have been pretty good. 103-52 over the last 24 years. 17-4, 81% with the big tickets. So what do we got? 65, 66% with the all the plays. 81% with the big tickets. And oh, by the way, NFL Week 1 over the llast 10 years, I'm 30-11, 73%. All the work I put in May and June and July pays off in August and September. Again, check out the page, wagertalk.com, wt.buzz/TC, and get on board for the NFL season win report. Check out my show on Monday, the NFL opening line report. Now let's talk about the Padres and the Royals. Again, looking at the Odds Logic live odds screen for KC and SD. Minus 150, the prevailing number here for San Diego. It's higher at some books, minus 160, even as high as minus 165. That's why you always shop around for the best number, and why the Odds Logic live odds screen is such a valuable tool, because it shows you the book that has the best number, and boom, you just place your bet there. Instead of going through 20 apps, or however many apps you have in your state. In Nevada, where I live, there's a lot of apps. So the Odds Logic live odds screen really helps in terms of finding the number that's live right now and being able to bet it. Total for KC and San Diego, 7.5. There's juice. I'm just going to call it 7.5. There's a couple books juiced to the over, a couple books juiced to the under. And my opinion here is most assuredly on the total more than the side. Padres coming off an intense series, maximum intense series against LA. And the way it went down in the ninth inning last night with guys getting tossed and everyone getting hit, and Mike Schilt, who's probably going to be suspended today. I mean, we really don't know for the Padres exactly who's going to be able to go tonight. You know, whether Tatis is going to be healthy. I don't think Tatis is going to be healthy to play tonight. He got drilled in the hand last night and was not happy after the last after the game. He was concerned that the injury was be significant. So, Robert Suarez isn't going to go today. He drilled Ohtani in the ninth last night. Schilt isn't going to go tonight. So it's certainly, in my mind, something of an exhale spot for San Diego. Even though it's a new series back at home, they're coming off a huge series where they won the last game and had all kinds of craziness at the end. I don't like teams in this type of spot for San Diego. I really don't. That being said, Pivetta has been awesome for the Padres, consistently awesome. He's beaten me a couple times, did it last week in Arizona, gave up just 2 hits in 7 innings against the D-backs. The D-backs can hit 1 walk, 9 strikeouts. Pivetta has been consistently phenomenal for the Padres, and something that I didn't expect coming into the season. Unfortunately, it's cost me a couple of bets going against him. I'll say, at least for now, I've learned my lesson. We're not going to be fading Pivetta tonight. Before I talk about the KC piece of the equation, again, real simple. You like this type of analysis, just give us that thumbs up. Makes all the difference. Thank you for doing so. And of course, check out my page, wt.buzz/TC, for all your sports betting, for whatever you're looking for tonight. We've got a single best bet in MLB. Obviously, we're looking forward to Game 7 of the NBA Finals on Sunday. It's been another great Finals for us. And of course, the NFL work being done now. That season win report comes out the first week of July. So when we talk about Kansas City right now, all right, and all of a sudden, KC was playing terrible baseball. And then they go to Texas, sweep the Rangers in a 3-game road sweep, and dominant pitching, Jack Caglione hitting his first couple of home runs, the must-prize rookie, and, they lost 6 straight and 8 and 9 going into that series. Now they've won 3 in a row. And look, KC still can't hit, all right? Next to last in runs in baseball, last in homers, tied for last in homers, bottom 5 in on-base percentage, bottom 5 in slugging percentage. But they can pitch, and the pitching's been there consistently. 5th best ERA in MLB. Michael Lorenzen, look, He's no ace. But coming off another strong showing, 4 hits in 6 innings against the A's, and the Athletics can hit. Only 3 runs allowed in that contest. Pitching in another pitcher's park here in San Diego. 7.5 this total. I don't expect runs in bunches. I don't expect crooked numbers on the scoreboard. Flat spot for San Diego. KC can hit. I like the under 7.5 in this ball game. And again, of the 2 plays on this video, in my mind, that's the stronger of the 2. KC and SD under 7.5. There's your big game breakdowns. Thanks for watching. We appreciate the feedback. We appreciate the likes, comments, follows. Check out my page, w.buzz/TC, and stay tuned right here on the WagerTalk YouTube channel for more great sports betting videos. Have a great Friday. Thanks for watching. Cheers.